There we go. I think we're on now. Should be. There we go. I think we're on now. Yep, I can hear myself and I hate it. But yes, okay. To say that I'm nervous about this show is a massive understatement. I am absolutely terrified of how this show is going to play out. Because I've put so much work into this card, into the storylines leading up to it. Oh god. I don't know, I'm just nervous. And I don't know why. Obviously because I've put a lot of work into this, obviously. But yeah. I don't know. Okay. Good. Okay. Jesus Christ. Yes, thank you. No one's VCing for this, but that's completely fine. Alright. I need to post it everywhere else. I need to post it on my other things. Alrighty. Obviously, most importantly, you go over to my other Instagram and then do the photos. But yeah, I'm very excited for this show, but also terrified because I'm hoping it works out the way that I want. But we will see. We will see. So, you ready? You ready to kick off? Let's do this. First match. Here we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to ECW Night of Champions. We are at the sold-out Kudos Bank Arena in Sydney, Australia.
Extreme Rules match, and is for the Money in the Bank contract. Making his way to the ring from Wolverhampton, England, weighing in at 600 pounds, Joshua Black.
As we start off with our triple threat match for the ECW Men's Money in the Bank contract. One of the most interesting matches to come out of yesterday's ECW programming, where this man right here, Joshua Black, went in and attacked Joey Uso before his match with other competitor Rob Van Dam, turning this into a triple threat for the briefcase. Obviously, Joshua Black donning the red and black, knowing that he means business as the championship contract holder is here.
And his opponents, first representing the Usos from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 251 pounds,
Joey Uso holding the contract with absolute pride. But this is the first time he has to defend it. A lot goes into defending that contract, considering of how much it means to the company, how much it means to the superstar, and how much it means to the foundation of the ECW Championship going forward. Apparently one of the big favorites to win the contract, to win this match, is this man right here, ECW original, Mr. Rob Van Dam.
Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing in at 235
There it is. ECW original, someone who's very familiar with the Money in the Bank contract, obviously cashing it in at ECW One Night Stand, winning the WWE Championship off of John Cena. Could he possibly be adding another Money in the Bank to his list of accomplishments? We will soon see, as we can finally kick off this show with a bang. And now, Joshua Black, Joey Uso, Rob Van Dam, I can proudly say we're kicking off Night of Champions. Match now officially underway. Joshua Black wasting no time going for the veteran of this match immediately, as Joey Uso watches as he prances around with RVD. Puts him down onto the canvas, and a kick immediately from Joey. Which Joey, donning the black and white, knowing that he means business, no longer the white domination, and then the blue. Tries to go for a springboard, but comes up short. Joshua using his power. Again, 600 pounds of man right there. Pulling Joey Uso over to the ropes. Does a strike, but RVD tries to get a leg up, but look at Joshua Black, underhook neckbreaker. Throws him into the ropes, super kick, but doesn't put him onto the floor. RVD trying to capitalize. Look at Joshua, snake eyes to RVD. And the lumbar check. Obviously, we've known the considerable changes in attitude of Joshua Black, wanting to try to differentiate himself from his family, and now going full hate mode, hating the roots of his family that he is forced to come from. As he's bringing him up for that strike right there. These men will do everything that they can to get this contract. And who knows, there could possibly be a Money in the Bank contract cash-in this show. As we remember, Callum Masters taking on the Phenom, The Undertaker. And now the fans going crazy in attendance. But a kick out at one. The fans now chanting that they want the tables. Tries to go for the lariat, but comes up short. And now look at Joshua Black. Kick up from Rob Van Dam, and now strikes from Joey Uso, where RVD able to capitalize on, but now being stuck between them. Reverses on Joey, but Joshua almost waiting for some prey. And the spinning kick, but able to counter with the springboard knee. Now, Josh setting up the ladder in between the announce desk here and the ring as RVD's sledgehammer in hand. Now, the table being an absolute play right now. Almost throwing it on RVD after striking him down. Throws him back into the ring, and Joey trying to capitalize. Super kick. All men back outside the ring. Now, these guys just absolutely going at it right now. Joshua Black almost taunting. Look at Joshua Black throwing RVD onto that high ladder. And now trying to get some damage done by Joey. But Joey able to slip out of harm's way. Tries to go for that lariat. And connects. Goes for the cover, but RVD able to stop him from retaining the briefcase. Obviously, the fans in attendance absolutely freezing right now. It being 9 degrees here in Sydney, Australia. As the trash can face first into Joey Uso. Going for a cover, but a kick out at 2. RVD almost had it. Now RVD throwing Joey Uso away. Throwing RVD to the outside. Joshua Black trying to get some breathing room here. Picking up that ladder. Both men try to go for a dropkick on the outside. Now, the strikes on the outside as he sends RVD straight into that ladder. And now snake eyes to Joey off of that ladder. Now almost like he's torturing Joey Uso. Putting him back inside the ring right where RVD is. RVD goes to the outside knowing that Joshua Black right now is the biggest threat in this match, it seems. Trash can in hand. Face! But no able to counter, and Josh is the one that gets thrown out. And a moonsault perfectly done by the crazy one-of-a-kind. And now getting that neck break. Straight to the Money in the Bank holder. Trying to go for the corner for that 5-star frog splash. But Josh able to capitalize. Pin. But a kick out at 2. German suplex from Black. And that spinning big boot goes for the cover. Joey just got to his feet and able to break up the pin. Throws him into the ropes. Throws him down. And the kick straight to the chest of Joey Uso. Puts RVD up. Joey Uso trying to represent the ones. Obviously trying to get in his boys, the Usos, who are tagging later in this matchup. And using the sledgehammer on the tailbone of RVD and the midsection of Joshua Black. And again. Joshua Black now. And again, snake eyes off the ladder. And the big boot to RVD, stopping him dead in his tracks from using the sledgehammer. What a match to kick off Night of Champions. Throwing RVD to try to focus on Joey, but Joey able to break out of that hold, but now has to deal with Rob Van Dam, throwing him back in the ring. Joshua Black, but no, RVD counters his momentum. Joey Uso just waiting in the ring for someone to approach him. Coming back outside, super kick to Black. Drop kick to Uso. Joshua Black able to break up the momentum there. Again, throws RVD back into the ring. Goes back into the ring himself. Uso following quickly suited. Joshua Black in the corner. Drop kick sends Joey down. Now slammed down by RVD. And the moonsault, assisted by the ropes, goes for the cover. Could we see it? No, but a kick out at 2 from Joshua Black. Tries to go for a moonsault, but comes up short. Joshua Black trying to capitalize, but getting reversed on by RVD. Joey Uso coming back into the ring, but now neck first onto the canvas. And the sledgehammer straight to the midsection of the one-of-a-kind. Possibly trying to capitalize as he does it again to Black. It's slammed down by Rob Van Dam. What's he going to do here as Joey Uso hoisting Black back up to his feet. Tries to go for a DDT, but Joshua Black able to break it out. Tries to get tripped up by RVD, but comes up short. RVD thrown into the over-the-top rope, hitting the ladder. And now look at Joshua Black, very good position. And an attitude adjustment. Rolls into a second one. And the second. Goes for the cover. But RVD there to break up the momentum. Super kick to Black. Sledgehammer thrown straight to the skull of Joey Uso. Could that be it? Knocking him out. Cole, but a kick out of 2. Strides to go for the standing moonsault, but comes up short. Joey Uso trying to capitalize, and the double knee straight to the back. And now tripped up, goes for the submission, that cross, assisted crossface. Joey Uso could tap it, he is! Joshua Black, your new Money in the Bank holder. How about that? Capitalizing on everything. The concussion. How about that? And now,
champion versus champion contest is a steel cage match and is for the ECW Hardcore Championship.
he said it right there. ECW Hardcore Championship, the first title defense of the night. And we start off with someone who has had quite a lot of success this week. Winning the vacant TPW Hardcore Championship. And looks to become not only just a 2-belt holder, but a 2-belt hardcore champion. This would be big. Being the hardcore champion of both TPW and ECW would be mountains of success for this man, Jackson Rogers. He has been a non-stop pain in the side of Jalen Mitchell, and they finally get hands on each other, unable to escape due to the steel cage. And of course, his opponent, the man who's quite literally defined the ECW Hardcore Championship, Jalen Mitchell, first title defense. Obviously, we know him coming out of Money in the Bank, defeating Sony Fafita to win the championship. One of his first matches of the company. But will he be able to hold on to the belt that he holds so dear? We will soon find out. That's what it's all about as we go down to the ring for the calls.
Introducing the challenger from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 228 pounds, the hardcore champion, the outlaw, Jackson Rogers. And his opponent from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 224 pounds, the ECW Hardcore Champion, Jay Mitchell!
That's what it's all about right here. It's the handoff to our official. Getting confirmed by both men right before the steel cage lowers. There it is. ECW Hardcore Championship. The steel cage now locking both men inside. Both men are ready, and out of nowhere, the high knee from Jackson Rogers, immediately kicking this off. And now, try to go for the spear in the corner, but comes up short. Now Jackson trying to capitalize, throwing him into the corner himself. And now the kick to the midsection. Tries to go for a third, but gets reversed on by Mitchell. Both men going strike for strike right now. Now, strikes to the back. Now pulling the hair of Jalen Mitchell into the straight knee to the skull. Remember, this is a steel cage match as represented here. The only way to win is either by pinfall, submission, or escaping the cage. Jalen Mitchell stopping Jackson from escaping the cage, and power bomb position! Drop down, leapfrog by Mitchell, and a knee trip up. Straight to the side of the skull. Now, catching him and overthrowing. Mitchell trying to go for a cover in very early, but a kick out at one. Strike straight to the back of Jackson. Tries to go for the moonsault, but only barely missing by centimeters. And the stiff right from Jackson. Now the quick shots from Jackson, and the knee connects. Goes for the cover. But a kick out at 2. Jackson seems to be on adrenaline right now. Jalen able to capitalize and get out of the hold. Hoist him up. Sends him to the center of the ring. And now the strikes and the chops. Throwing him. Spine buster. Calling for the door to be undone, and the backspace kick. Tries to go for a moonsault, but too ambitious on the complete other side of the ring from Rogers. Now throwing Jalen into the cage, almost bouncing off of the steel. But again, Jalen able to get some breathing room. Jalen putting Rogers onto the ropes. And now doing the same back strikes that he did into the start of the match. And now the high knee again by the Outlaw. And just like that, Jalen Mitchell comes up short. And Jackson,
ECW Hardcore Champion, the Outlaw, Jackson Rogers.
As the fans in attendance, heartbroken that Mitchell's lost the title, as we move on to our next match. And now, another very highly anticipated match from yesterday's ECW.
The following contest is a fatal four-way Extreme Rules match and is for the ECW Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger from Moscow, Russia, the Unbreakable One.
Zoya Valkov coming into this pay-per-view wanting to possibly hold the gold. Of course, she was fighting Amber Blade at the shot and coming to this pay-per-view to verse Maya Rogers for the ECW Women's Championship, but obviously came into a bit of a situation when another member of the Black family came in and attacked them both after the match, turning this into the fatal four-way. Zoya Valkov already ready in the ring. And we start with a very woman that she had to take on.
And introducing the challenger from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the Assassin, Amber Blade.
Amber Blade no longer in the ECW arena in her hometown of Philadelphia. Now here in Sydney, Australia, ready to take names and possibly take titles. She has had 2 matches with Zoya, about to be 3. She, of course, knows what she's getting into. But will she have enough to take the belt for her own?
And introducing the challenger from Wolverhampton, England, Julia Black.
Julia Black, the woman that has taken ECW by quite the surprise due to her attacking the two women currently in the ring. But now she has a chance to show everyone what she's actually made of into this match, fighting for the championship of championships. Seems to be walking into the match with absolute and utter pride. What a sight to see. Have not yet seen her face. We're not sure if she will take off her mask for this match or not. We've heard that there are some matches where she prefers to keep it on. So we will see soon enough as they wait eagerly for the champion to arrive.
And introducing the champion from Sydney, Australia, the ECW Women's Champion, May Rogers.
Maya Rogers, hometown advantage. Same with her brother, only moments ago winning the ECW Hardcore Championship. Will she come out on top in her hometown? We shall see. She bowing to the fans in attendance. Here we go. We now go to the ring. Championship being shown to all four women. And remember, this is Extreme Rules elimination. Zoya, Amber, Julia, Maya. And the match begins. Elimination cuts off strong. Immediately, Julia going for that strike straight on. Zoya, same thing with Amber, going immediately for the champion. High boot from Julia Black. Super kick from Amber. Jesus Christ. Immediately, Amber going for a weapon steel chair, almost hitting the champion, but only barely able to hang on. It's now Julia. It's the fans in attendance chanting that they indeed want the tables. But now, Zoya trying to get a leg up. And Julia Black, it seems to be doing so. It's now the guitar being put inside the ring. Amber Blade, snap suplex by Maya Rogers. Now look at Julia Black putting in some strikes to Zoya Valkov. Zoya able to counter, capitalize. And now Maya with a microphone in hand. Straight to the face of Amber Blade. And Julia! Guitars to the back of the skull. of Zoya Valkov. And now look at Zoya with the strike. Maya not letting Amber use the microphone to her advantage. Zoya now capitalizing on the failed kick from Julia Black. Good German suplex there. As Maya throwing Amber Blade straight into the barricade on the outside. Now all women on the outside. As Julia Black high knee. Small package driver by Maya. As she now goes to pay her attention to the other two women. Stops Zoya from getting any momentum. Throws her back inside the ring. And now stopping Julia Black from using the kendo stick. Brings in the steel trash can though. But thrown back into the ring by Amber Blade. And now Amber Blade with the trash can. As Maya trying to deal some damage to Zoya. But Zoya rolls up for her pin. But a kick out at one. Throws her into the ropes. And now Zoya bear hugging. Throwing her over. It's Julia on the outside dealing some serious damage to Amber Blade. No eliminations just yet. A high knee to Zoya. All four women on the same bit of outside area. And now the angle slam by Zoya. And now Amber again going to a long-time rival of Zoya, it seems. But the super kicks from Hart. Now the non-stop chair strikes from Zoya. Kick up from Amber. Big boot to Maya, the champion. And again, Black using those legs to the advantage. High knee. And another high knee to reciprocate. Throwing Maya the concrete. Throwing around Blade. And again, no one going for an elimination just yet. Trying to deal as much damage as physically possible. High knee to the champion. Now throwing Black straight into the champion's grasp. But being thrown into the barricade as a result. Now Zoya and Amber going at it with Julia. The same three women that went at it. But now look at the relations. Zoya and Maya double teaming. Of course, Maya very fondly enjoyed by the children of MC. But they know it's still a match and still have to go at it. Now Julia Black and the spinning leg kick. Goes for the cover on Zoya. And just kicking out at two. And now the chest strikes from Blade to the champion on the outside. Julia again trying to go for some strikes here, but Zoya able to capitalize. Goes for a pin herself on Julia Black, but a kick out at one. And now Julia Black kick to the midsection. And you look also outside, you can see Maya hoisting Blade up, throwing her onto the canvas and stretching her bones. And now Julia Black sending Zoya face first into the trash can, throwing it into that same skull as a result. Maya now back into the ring, tripping up Julia Black. Goes for the cover. Could the champion get the first elimination in this match? But a kick out at two as Amber Blade throwing a chair straight into the skull of Zoya Valkov. Zoya able to capitalize, and now she has the chair in her midst. But Maya stopping her before she can use it. And now the spinning leg strike from Julia Hart. But a kick out at 2. And now Zoya has that leg and going for the ankle lock. Going for the ankle lock on Julia Black. Going for the ankle lock. Nowhere near the ropes. Will she tap? She chooses to let go as Amber Blade now in a very good position. Neck driver. Goes for the cover on Zoya Valkov. But a kick out at 2. And now Maya Rogers with the chair. Wedging it in place. And now Maya arm bar to Amber Blade. But chooses to let go, and the kick from Black. Now seems to be the lariat strike. And now table possibly in play as now Amber going to town on Zoya right now. Trying to possibly make her tap. Now, still again, no eliminations yet in this matchup. And now Julia Black with that Phoenix splash off the springboard. Now trying to get a weapon of her own, another guitar possibly in play now. Going straight to the champion, but rolling back in the ring, neck breaker from Amber Blade. And now, throwing her back in the canvas, high knee from Black. Hoisted up by Maya, but able to slip away. Throws the champion back into the ring. Amber Blade following soon after, and a cutter from Julia Black into the submission. But again, saved by Maya Rogers, wanting a fair shot for Zoya to win the championship. Again, it's just that mutual respect between the Rogers and the MC children. Tripped up by Maya. Thrown by Julia Black. Now Black getting double teamed by Amber, and Maya gets that roundhouse kick and the big boot to Zoya. Now Zoya being thrown to the other side of the outside area. Julia trying to go at it with Zoya. Thrown back into the ring. And now being thrown up by Maya Rogers. Maya Rogers now gunning for Zoya. Thrown, and now tripping up Julia Black, putting her into that leg submission, bending her legs, but able to roll out, and the strike's able to take Maya out of the aggression. Straight into the post by Julia Black. And now Amber and Zoya going at it once more. Julia throwing Maya into the ring. Throwing the trash can straight into the back of the skull of Julia Black. Amber seems to be on fire right now, slamming the champion's skull straight into the ring apron, throwing her back into the ring. Now the multiple strikes by Blade, reversed on by Blackbird. Being dumped by Maya now. These women are going whatever it takes. The kick from Julia Black. The strength of Maya on full display. Trash can again. Seems to be the favorite weapon of these women right now. But look at Amber Blade with the microphone to the skull of Zoya. And now slammed face first. Amber Blade into the steel can. Face first with the steel chair from Black. And now the palm strikes by Amber Blade. Straight into the lamppost. These women need to really think about getting back in the ring if they're going to try to submit or pin their opponent to get closer to that women's championship. Clothesline by Amber. Reversed. Amber trying to get in control right now. Amber throwing the champion into the ring. Finally meeting her in there. But look at Maya getting that arm, pulling her arm out of its socket. Could Zoya taps to Maya Rogers. First elimination of the match. We're down to 3. Maya realizing she's starting to get tired. She can't rely on that friendship, but still making a tap out of respect. And now German suplexes galore as the fans in attendance going out of control. And now the cross-face to Julia Black on the outside. But Black able to counter. And now the strikes again from Black. Could she get it here? And she gets it! We're down to 2. Julia Black and Maya Rogers. And now the super kick from Black. And now goes for the cover off of that kick. And just like that, in her debut match, Julia Black is now women's champion.
ECW Women's Champion, Julia Black.
Julia Black holding the title up loud and proud, overcoming 3 other women. Congratulations as we move on to our next match. And now we have tag team competition. As now the Usos coming in.
The following contest is a tag team tables, ladders, and chairs match. And is for the ECW Tag Team Championship. And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
The Usos obviously not quite happy and a little sad that their brother Joey Uso lost the Money in the Bank contract, but they're going to see if they can bring gold to the stable, winning the tag team championships, but they are quite literally fighting an uphill battle. This is not only a tag team match, this is a tables, ladders, and chairs tag team match. And last time I checked, the champions are the ones who made this match as popular as it is.
And at a combined weight of 595 pounds, the ECW Tag Team Champions, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
This is the Dudley Boys, loud and proud as they come in to another ECW pay-per-view. Team 3D, whatever you want to call them. They're ready to defend their titles once more. Obviously, have not had the best of luck when it comes to the Usos as of late. But now, this is what it's all about right here. It's now hoisted up. The Usos, the Dudleys, and we're off. Immediately, wasting no time, the Usos just trying to get the momentum from the gun. Jey Uso immediately a bit offended off of what a fan said in the front row, but now back into the match here. As he goes back to the outside, grabbing the ladder very early on, but Devon there to stop him dead in his tracks as Jimmy dealing some damage to Bubba Ray. Obviously, those two having the match yesterday. Of course, the Dudley staple of bringing in the table, waiting for Jay to come out of the ring to blast him with it. Now, back first to the concrete. Now Jimmy throwing caution into the wind. But Bubba Ray goes out to grab the ladder as Jay dealing some serious damage to Devon. Now a chair. All three instruments of weaponry are in play. But now Jimmy facing the canvas. Tripped up. As that big ladder makes a return. And now, neck breaker by Jay. And now hip toss by Jay. And now steel chair being caught by Bubba Ray. Grabbing that table, but stopped by Jimmy. And now Devon's legs being bent out of shape by Jay Uso. Good drop kick by Devon. Straight into the steel steps. And now Devon has set the ladder up, but drop kick from Jay Uso stops him from climbing. Devon sends Jay to the outside. Jimmy going to try to defend his brother, but comes up just a bit short. Now Bubba Ray dealing with Jay. Neck breaker from Devon to the outside. Jay being thrown back into the ring by Bubba Ray as he goes for another table in play right now. Bubba Ray now. Knows he has to incapacitate the Usos to climb the ladder. And he gets the cutter done on Jay. Now look at this! As Jay's neck could permanently be damaged from that strike onto the concrete floor. And now Devon with some strikes, but countered by Jimmy. Super kick to the front and to the back. And now, again, the ladder's been set up. But Jimmy, not sure if he wants to put a planner or deal some damage to Devon. He chose to do some damage to Devon. And now the spear counter by Devon. And now Bubba Ray in a good position, but he chose to go back out, deal some more damage to Jay Uso. And now absolutely going at it once again, throwing Bubba Ray into the ladder. Now busted open with that kendo stick. And Snake Eyes onto the ladder. And now, spinning him around, Devon. And being thrown multiple times into the ladder by Bubba Ray. And again, another table. Straight to the bleeding skull. And now again, back first, straight into the ladder. And now Bubba Ray looks to be gearing up for something. Tries to go for his cutter. Comes up just that little bit short. The blood gushes outside the ring. And now, throwing away the ladder, wanting to just duke it out, it seems. Now throwing up the one. Jimmy, proud of what he's doing right now in this match. And now, look at Jimmy setting up possibly for an Uso splash. And now, Samoan headbutt. As now Jimmy climbing the ladder. First go at the title, trying to pull it down. But look at Bubba Ray pushing and throwing him back first onto the canvas, only just stopping him in time. And now, there's blood everywhere from this matchup. Devon trying to figure out what to do, but he realizes he's not done with Jey Uso just yet. It's now Bubba Ray gets that cutter onto the chair. But look at Jey Uso now, neck breaker counter. Deciding to unset the table to make sure that no one could possibly go through it. And the neck breaker straight to Devon. The flying forearm. The Samoan headbutt once more from Jimmy Uso. Super kick, and a super kick to the side of the skull of Bubba Ray. DDT from Jay. Now being set up, but no, Jimmy able to break away from being set up on that ladder, and now the chops straight to the chest of Bubba Ray. And what is Jay thinking of doing? Just when you think he's going to set up the ladder, he thinks otherwise. The Usos want to deal as much damage to the Dudleys as physically possible. Absolutely relentless. As now the Usos stand alone. Just dealing unreal amount of damage to the Dudley boys. So now look at Jay getting some more ladders in, almost teasing the fans in attendance. This has been an absolute and utter bloodbath. Going at it what appears to be a non-stop message, and that neck strike! All men now back into the ring. The Dudleys now slightly on top of things. The fans in attendance just waiting for someone to pass out at this point. Jesus Christ. And now, again, them just non-stop going at it right now. And now, wait, hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. The internet cut out just a little bit. But now look at Devon climbing the ladder to try to get to the titles. But look, Jey Uso there to stop him, but no! The Dudleys retain after the bloodbath of this match.
ECW Tag Team Champions, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boyz.
How about that? And now, the ECW Television Championship. But the champion coming out first.
The contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Leeds, England, weighing in at 240 pounds, the ECW Television Champion and the Action Champion, Lane
Lane Ainsley, ready to defend his title on the one guy who beat him up yesterday. But will Lane be able to hold on to his championship for another day? Or will he fall? Just like he did with the TPW Undisputed title. And there they are, accompanying this man.
and his opponent, representing the United Kingdom from Melbourne, Australia, weighing in at 184 pounds, Youngblood Anthony King.
Anthony King, accompanied to the ring by Ethan and Wade King, has a personal vendetta against Lane Ainsley that he's looking to capitalize on here tonight. The boys seem ready, but we shall soon see. As they're ready to go. Television champion on the line, Lane Ainsley. Anthony King. And they're off. Immediately try to trip King up, but able to stop it. But German suplex to King straight off the bat. Now, that little hit to the midsection. But now the back body drop. And now another German suplex by Lane. Seems like possibly Wade King was going to possibly try to get involved, but now look at Anthony trying to get it, capitalize the momentum, clothesline in the corner. Goes for the cover very early on, but a kick out at one. Rolls to the outside, immediately trying to get some weaponry in this match. They wanted tables, and Anthony will answer. But now, tripping him up. Tripped up by Lane. And now, seeming like they're going completely at it right now, double knees to Lane. And now, Anthony able to capitalize. And now throwing Lane back into the ring now. And look at Wayne. Wade getting the trash can straight off the gun and being struck by Lane. He will use it to his advantage, but no, look at Ethan King throwing Lane back in the ring in the moon. That flip from Anthony straight to the back of Lane. Lane able to get back to his feet, however. Reversal. Goes for the cover. But a kick out at one again. Not be in his hometown, but Anthony King in his home country of Australia. And now, Lane getting that strike onto the outside. Throwing Anthony King's skull straight in. And the knee straight to the skull of King. Going for another weapon. And now try to go for that shot with the kendo stick and gets thrown into the barricade as a result. And now the kendo stick in the hands of Anthony straight to the skull of Lane. Twice and a third to the back and a fourth. Tries to go for a fifth but comes up short, and now the high knee. Now look at Anthony King, Hurricane Runner. And now, suplex! And now the sledgehammer straight to the midsection of Lane. Tries to go for that strike, but Lane just able to capitalize. Kendo stick now back in play. Rolls out of the ring, could kind of mess with Lane a bit. Trips him up and throws him back to the outside, it seems. As the fans at attendance doing an FU Lane. The other King members as Anthony gets thrown back into the ring. You can see there Ethan King trying something. But now look at Anthony trying to capitalize on some newfound momentum. Corner. The strike. And the kick. What a maneuver. But a kick out at 2. That almost had it right then and there. Anthony King to the top rope. And gets the elbow to the midsection. Is that it? And it is. We have a new TV champion. But Anthony King caring more about celebrating with his boys than holding up the championship. Showing that this is the first of many victories for the young blood. And now, women's Money in the Bank contract up for grabs here tonight.
The following is an Extreme Rules match and is for the Money in the Bank contract. Making her way to the ring from Norwich, England, Tessa Warren.
Tessa Warren. We have not seen her since the last time she defended that briefcase. But could this be the moment she's undoing? No one has seen her around in the Performance Center. No one has seen her full stop. Could she be recovering from an injury? Could she be a little bit out of shape? We do not know. But we will find out soon enough because of her opponent.
And from Buffalo, New York, the unpredictable
Maria Whipwreck taking inspiration from her father, it seems. She has been more than ready for another shot. But now, Whipwreck ready to try to make a statement here. As both women face off for the second time for this briefcase, third time overall. Tessa Warren, Maria Whipwreck. And they're off. Immediately pushing her out of harm's way and answering with a clothesline. Tries to go for the springboard, but Warren was just a little too far away. Drops her back first onto the canvas. Drop kick straight to that same back. And now throwing her around the ring, almost manhandling her. Some strikes to the back of Whipwreck's skull and a lumbar check. Warren wasting no time. Sledgehammer now in play. But Whipwreck now trying to get her out of the ring. Doesn't stop her from using the sledgehammer once, but Whipwreck able to stop her before it's done even more damage. And now a snake eyes off the ring apron. But now, Hurricane Rana from Tessa Warren. Now the chops and strikes. Now the ladder in play. Thrown straight onto the body of Maria Whipwreck. Thrown now back into the ring. Tries to go for a strike, but ends up missing. Springboard, but Whipwreck's able to roll out of harm's way. Moves around the kick. And able, but a power bomb from Warren, but a kick out from Whipwreck. Warren trying everything she can to try to pull Whipwreck away, but now Whipwreck trying to get that chip damage in, dealing some damage to the arm. Now, Warren. Snake eyes on the barricade. Whipwreck getting some much needed damage in. Now the tries to get that kendo stick in. Both women now back in the ring. Hurricane Rana from Warren. The chair now being put into the corner. And now the table as Whipwreck grabs the chair from the corner and straight to the skull of Tessa Warren. Decides to put it back into another corner. Avoids the dropkick attempt. And again trying to deal that damage, but the side kick, but doesn't put her out yet. Thrown into the ropes. Drop down. Leapfrog. And the arm drag. And now goes for the cover, but a kick out. Look out, Whipwreck with that cutter. But a kick at it too, only barely making it. But now again that kendo stick, but not being able to be used. Warren could possibly steal it here. But a kick at it too. Tessa Warren putting the chair back in the corner. And now the kendo stick. And straight breaking across the midsection of Whipwreck, but Whipwreck doesn't seem phased. And now Whipwreck powerbomb position. And now the trash can in play. Now, just absolutely going at it right now. Whipwreck now. Whipwreck just pulling War into the corner. And now look at Whipwreck. And now crossbody off the springboard. Goes for the cover, but a kick out at 2. Neck breaker by Warren. Whipwreck throws Warren back into the ring and now goes for yet another weapon. Kendo stick back in play. Tries to get a shot at it, but Warren steps out. Sleeper hold. Sleeper hold on Whipwreck. Could this be it? Could she fade? But no. Look at the power of Whipwreck. Warren goes to the corner drop kick. What is Whipwreck thinking? She's thinking, I'm gonna finish it. Rotating kill switch. And we have a new Women's Money in the Bank holder.
Here is your winner, And Miss Money in the Bank, the unpredictable Maria.
Maria Whipwreck now holds the briefcase. Congratulations as we now move on to our semi-main event for the ECW Championship.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match and is for the ECW World Championship.
And this is the match that, out of all the matches, is the second most talked about. As this man comes in to defend his championship. There's nothing else I can say here. The Phenom, being the champion, walks in to defend his championship. What could happen here? It's now everyone is ready for this match. The Phenom, the dead man, the holder of the streak. Many accolades, but right now, ECW champion. There he is, ready to do whatever he can to walk out of Night of Champions, still a champion. As now the fans will become electric for the most, arguably the most over person in ECW. The Dream, Callum Masters, is here. There he is. Looking to end the end of the months of torment that Taker had with this championship. There it is. That's what it's all about. So we now go down to the ring for the calls.
Introducing the challenger from Manchester, England, weighing in at 225 pounds, Callum the Dream Masters. And his opponent from Death Valley, weighing in at 309 pounds, the ECW World Champion, The Undertaker.
Here we go. That's what it's all about. The ECW World Heavyweight Championship. Undertaker. Callum Masters. And we're off. 2 out of 3 falls. Extreme Rules. DDT immediately from Masters. Masters has wanted to get his hands on The Undertaker for some time now. Now wasting no time going in to the table. Now Taker meets him outside, throws him back. Now Taker with some strikes, but Masters able to counter. And now tries to go for the roll-up pin. And almost breaking him apart. Tries to go for the springboard disaster kick. Now, the uppercut from Taker. And now the leg drop from Taker. And now Taker putting the straps down. Now, trying to get the last ride done, but Masters able to step out of harm's way and trips Taker up. And now, trying to bend Taker's ligaments out of place. Callum Masters just trying to use that technical prowess to his advantage, it seems. And now again, just twisting around Taker's lifeless body. And now, the strikes from Masters. And now Masters again, but now steel chair in play. DDT from Taker though. Tries to go for a dropkick, but Masters rolling out of harm's way. Taker back rake. Now Masters into the corner. What is Taker thinking of doing? Elevated snake eyes into the big boot. Now again another chair in play. Straight to the skull of Callum Masters, now bleeding. Now Taker. Stiff hands straight to Masters. And now, last ride! Taker pulling out all the stops. Because tombstone pile driver to follow it up. Leg drop. Tripped up by Masters though. Masters back in the ring to meet up Taker. Taker going possibly for another tombstone, but Masters able to get out of harm's way. And now the underhook floor up into the armbar, center of the ring. Holding on to it as much as he can, but realizing he has to let go. Masters knee first to the skull of Undertaker. Now again, just absolutely tearing him apart, limb by limb. We still do not yet have a fall. Realizing putting the chair back, realizing it's a better idea to serve punishment, but DDT from Taker. Both men now back to the outside, going counter for counter. Again, going that counter for counter. Just the irresistible back and forth between these two. And I think Taker, again, last ride, oh my God! His head being clipped onto the ring apron. Jesus Christ! Taker being another person in this show to bring the tall ladder into play. uppercut, though. Now kendo stick. Obviously in reference to the man he had one of the best matches with of the last few months, being the Sandman. And it breaking across Taker's skull. And now, again trying to get that submission in to get a first fall. But Taker with those rights, able to get out of harm's way. Taker now throwing Callum over the top rope. Now Taker, trash can now in play. And try to get it, but no, Taker now face first in the trash can. To the back of the skull of the Phenom. And now using his own Hell's Gate, it seems. And Taker taps. But being on the outside, it does not count. Unfortunately, this is not a falls count anywhere situation. Back inside now. Goes for the cover. And gets the first fall. Callum Masters just needs one more to walk away ECW champion. And just like that, the Phenom has been put to rest.
Champion, Callum the Dream Masters.
Callum Masters making Taker tap to become the new ECW champion. As we now move to our main event. And here we go. Our main event. It seems that Jai Phillips
is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 240 pounds, Jay the Chosen One Phillips.
It seems that Jai Phillips has taken becoming the devil pretty freaking seriously. Jai Phillips looking to show everyone what he is capable of. Let's see if he can finally get it done. Oh my God! When Rogers said he was going to come down from the heavens, he meant it literally! Heaven versus hell! Rogers versus Phillips! It's all going down! Here we go. And there he is! In the white and black. The barbed wire around his arms. The champion is here!
And his opponent from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 235 pounds, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Liam Rogers.
Liam Rogers taking everything that he's said over the last few weeks very literal. As these two gear up for their 3 stages of hell match for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship in their both shared hometown of Sydney, Australia. Here we go, Phillips, Rogers, a tale old as time. First fall underway. First fall, of course, being just a standard Extreme Rules match. Rogers immediately decks Jai down with a stiff right. Goes for a pin very early on. Not even getting a 1 count. And now look at Rogers. Disaster kick from the corner. Hoisting Jai up. Bending it down. But look at Jai with the stiff right. And the high knee that sends Rogers back. Immediately being thrown into the other set of ropes. Drop down. Leapfrog. Up. And a kick to the back of the skull. Now Rogers trying to get his own taste of justice with the same strikes. And the bomb straight to the midsection. The senton. Kick straight to the skull of Phillips. Going to the outside, immediately getting in that weaponry. Kendo stick. And now Jai seems to be doing the same thing. Stopping Rogers from using the stick. But snake eyes to the ring apron. And now trying to get a sleeper hold to wear Jai down. But Jai elbowing himself out of harm's way on the high knee. Throwing Rogers back inside the ring now. Bringing in that big ladder. And now Jai going for a weapon of his own, but Rogers stopping him. Stiff right sends him down. And now Jai Phillips busted open. And now stiff right from Jai sends Rogers down. Clothesline from hell, seamlessly out of nowhere. But Jai immediately back to his feet to deal some more damage. And now, super kick from Phillips. And now, both standing off, but the sledgehammer being utilized. And now the strikes. And now the kick out at 1. And now into the corner. Phillips, what is he thinking of doing? And the stiff discus left. And again using the sledgehammer to his advantage. Try to use it, but gets tripped up by Rogers. Sent into the corner. Jai able to counter the momentum from Rogers. And now goes for the cover off of the high knee. The fans indeed chanting to fight forever. Rogers sending Jai across the ladder. Thinking about what to do, grabbing the sledgehammer as a result. And now the table straight to the face of Rogers. Super kick into German suplex on the outside. And now Phillips trying to find some of this matchup. Steel can now in play. Jai now with some strikes to the back of Rogers. But now the kicks. Goes for the cover. But a kick out at two. And the senton once more. And now, look at Rogers. Bankrupt! And now the palm strikes from Rogers. And now Jai with the steel chair. Steel chair straight to the skull of Rogers. Rogers trying to find an opening here. Picking up the same steel chair straight to the skull of Phillips. Tries to go for it again, but look at Jai Phillips trying to get the Harbour Bridge connects. And now knee straight to the skull of Rogers. Now thrown around. Thinking about possibly getting back into the ring. Throwing Rogers back into the ring. Goes for the cover. Could this be the first fall? Done, but no, a kick out at 2. Kick straight to the skull. Now Jai taunting up a storm. Straight to the midsection. Straight onto the ladder. The power bomb straight through the ladder. How about that? Now the backs and forth between these two. This is still the first stage of hell. We can only imagine. And Rogers picking up the first fall. And now the second fall has started. Steel cage. Immediately Jai trying to get over his loss in the first fall. Immediately trying to escape. Now Phillips. And now. And that Claymore-like kick. And Rogers reversed by Jai. Tries to go for the cover. But a kick out at 2. Now Phillips. The stiff rights to Rogers. Goes for the cover, but a kick out before the 1 could even be chimed. Devastating kick from the corner. And now Jai attempting crossbody, but Rogers getting out of the way. Kick straight to the side of the skull, but Jai able to counter. Into the corner, but Rogers able to get out of harm's way. And a clothesline from hell. Goes for the cover. Kick up from Phillips. And a clothesline. Goes for the springboard moonsault and connects. And now Rogers was possibly trying to gear up, but the high knee sends him down. Phillips now trying to get some revenge back for that fall. Again attempting to climb the steel. Able to get to the top. It seems like Rogers has plans to try to meet him there. But look at Jai now, kicking Rogers back to the ring. Could we see Jai being struck by Rogers back into the cage? Face first into the steel, sends him down. Could that be the second fall that Rogers has been hoping for? But a kick out at 2. And now, gearing up for the bankrupt. But a kick out at 2. Not yet done in a moonsault. What is Rogers thinking about doing? It doesn't matter because Jai able to get out of harm's way. Look at this drop kick assistance. Goes for the cover, center of the ring, but a kick out at 1. And now looking for his double knee pedigree. Tries to get it done. Could we see it? But a kick out at 2. Only just getting out of that. Phillips possibly trying one more time to escape the steel. Rogers seems to be out. Phillips now trying to escape, but Rogers able to break up that attempt. And now the face straight into the steel, busting Jai Phillips open But a kick up from Phillips, reversed by Rogers. And now Rogers, bankrupt. But a kick out at 2. Second bankrupt that Jai is kicked out of. Rogers now trying to find his footing to get out of this cage. But if he gets out, we still have to go to the final 4. And it seems that we will have to. As Rogers now gets it the second fall. And now the final stage, as said by Scott Silver on X. If Jai's able to win this fall, he can revenge clause this and take it all away and become champion. Rogers has to win this fall in order to win the whole match. And now DDT off the apron, the springboard. And now the reversal sending Rogers to the outside. And now a strikes from Jai. Trying to get some breath, obviously. Going through an Extreme Rules and cage match does a toll to both of these men. You can only imagine how much fuel they have left in the tank. Now back in the ring, they both are. Rogers again trying to go for the springboard DDT and connects. Now Rogers trying to do anything he can, sending Jai into the post. Trying to get that win is going to take a lot of drive. It's going to take a lot of power. But now Jai trying to capitalize. Sending Liam into the ropes. And that knee straight almost to the throat of the champion. Deck right. And now the big Uso splash from the top rope. Now Jai seems to be gearing up for something. Trying to get that double knee pedigree and connects. Rogers could be out like a light. Just like that. We've gotten a 5. No way. Has Jai done it? And just like that, Jai Phillips getting one over and becoming the new champion. But wait a second. What's happening here? Seems like Jai's not done, it seems. Trying to get that anger out that he was talking about for so long. And he gets the moonsault. That stiff right. Wait a second, wait a second! That's Seth Rollins! Current! Hold on, I've just been informed here that Seth Rollins just cashed in his WWE Money in the Bank. Absolutely going to waste on Phillips. Smart. After going through 3 stages of hell, how could you not? Going for it. Curb stop. Trying to go for it again, possibly. Curb stop again. And it seems that 3rd time's the charm. Curb stop. And Seth Rollins just stole the undisputed WWE Championship from Jai Phillips. And I guess that has been our broadcast. Thank you so much for tuning in to Night of Champions. I have been Scott Silver, and I will see you when I see you.